Hi, Liz here. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, we're going to have an Emily Henry filled month. Because I think it's gonna take me at least 3 weeks to finish all the books that I want to read in this video. So yeah, Emily Henry. I've only read Funny Story, and I've read it in a video here on my channel. I think it was a video. The title is something like Color Wheel Chooses What I Read, something like that. I loved making that video, and I think I'm gonna make one of those again this year. But yeah, in that video I got like an orangey color, and Funny Story, at least my edition, has that orangey. That's orange, purple, dark blue, and normal, like more light blue. So yeah, that's one of the books that I read in that video. And since then, I've acquired some Emily Henry physical copies, 3 of them. And I thought I was only going to do those 3 books, but there's a book that I really want to read because it's going to have a movie. And it is People We Meet on Vacation. I've heard a lot of people talking about how this is going to have a movie and they're super excited for it. And I have a bit of FOMO when movies come out because I'm a film student and I want to watch every movie. But I also like to read the books first. I don't mind reading it after, like I did that with Perks of Being a Wallflower. I did that with Call Me By Your Name, with Love, Simon. I don't think much else. Oh, no. That one I read first. So yeah, well, those were some of the books that I read after watching the movie. But since I was doing this video, I thought, why not? I'm here, I could just read it. So yeah, we're gonna start with People We Meet on Vacation. Actually, I've already started, but we're gonna talk about it in a second because the other 3 books I have are Happy Place, Beach Read, and Great Big Beautiful Life. I want to do like a ranking before I finish reading all of them, and then I want to compare it to a final ranking. So, on the bottom, I think we're going to have People We Meet on Vacation. I think that's the one I'm gonna like the least. But so far I'm liking it a lot. So I don't know. Then I think it's gonna be Happy Place. Second from the bottom. Because I think the story is gonna be for me a bit bland. Because I know what it talks about. And I've heard a few things about it on the internet, like no spoilers or anything, but just some things about the pace of the book. So I think that's second from the bottom. Then I think it's going to be Great Big Beautiful Life. And I think the one I'm gonna like the most is Bitch Read. So this is my ranking. I hope I wrote it here. This is the ranking that before finishing any of the books I think I'm gonna have. And now, talking about People We Meet on Vacation. I'm 11% in. I'm on chapter 4. So far, pretty interesting. Like the setting. I'm still a bit confused because this goes between past and present, and I just read a past chapter. So I was a bit confused. Not gonna lie, but like 10% is not a lot to know everything about the characters and everything. So I really like the setting. I like the premise of it. So far I know not a lot, as I've said, so cannot tell you. I cannot be like, oh no, perfect, whatever. No. One thing, writing style, always very simple and easy to read. I think Great Big Beautiful Life, from what I've heard of people saying since it came out this year, a lot of people are talking about it. I think that one is going to be the one that's the most different from the ones I'm going to read in this video. So I'm excited for that because I want to see her normal, and I want to see her like out of her usual place. Okay, before anything, I'm 60% in. This book is kind of bland. Like, you may feel like a lot of things are happening. Nothing is happening, actually. Don't know if that makes sense to you. Like, in my head, it makes a lot of sense. Don't know if I'm explaining it correctly, though. But I'm gonna finish it. Not long, I have 2 hours left to finish. 2 hours and 13 minutes. I'm gonna finish, and then I'm gonna give you all my thoughts and experiences. I finished People We Meet on Vacation yesterday before I fell asleep. And let me tell you something. I gave this book 2 stars. In the middle of it, I was considering through 2.5, maybe 3 stars, but I gave it 2 stars. There's a few things I'd like to talk about. First, this book wasn't even supposed to be on this video because I was thinking about doing only the physical copies of Emily Henry books I have, not talking about the book itself. Okay, yeah, I'll mention these things I wrote afterwards. So, this is a very character-driven story, period, where you may feel like a lot of things are happening, but actually, nothing is really happening. It's so insane. So, if you don't know anything about the book, basically there's Poppy and Alex, and Poppy works at this magazine. She goes traveling. Like, she had the costume of going travel with her bestie, Alex, for a few years, whatever. When we start the book, she is working at this magazine. She hasn't talked with Alex for like 2 years, and now she's reconnecting with him, whatever. Basically, you go between the past summers and the present summer. That's cool. I really enjoy that part of it. But the characters ask me to think about Poppy. I couldn't tell you. Because apart from the fact she works in a magazine and she really doesn't have the capacity of communication with people, that's all I know. Alex, otherwise, Alex was a bit more of a disinvolved character that at some point I thought in my head, like, is this the main character? Like, is he the main character? Because he has a lot more going on. Writing style, Emily Henry's writing style is cool, you know, simple, very easy to understand. I've read Funny Story. I loved Funny Story. Really cool. Here, the writing style does seem a bit like I want something more, but for that, I don't have a problem with it. Then, with the story, I said here that she mentions a lot of authors, a lot of actors, too many things that were mentioned that, why are you here? Like, they don't mean anything. Like, they could have meant something for the story, but they don't. And I'm not the biggest fan of that. Like, I understand the, like, pop culture moment there, but I don't care. I don't, like, if you didn't mention them and you just invented people, would be better. Because at least you have, like, no expectations for those people to be mentioned. But overall, it's a bit bland, and, like, I will not remember anything that happened in, like, next year. Ask me about this book, I'll probably know nothing. Which is kind of sad. So now, we're going into, what is the name of the book? Great Big Beautiful Life. I've only read the first page because I wanted to get into it. And it has a really cool first line. Just saying. Really cool first line. Literally read 8 pages. 8 pages. And why am I getting the Taylor Jenkins Reid feeling? Don't know why, but I am. Maybe because this is a very close setting to what Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo was at the start, so getting that feeling. 11 and I just downloaded the book on my Kindle because I'm going on a train, and I've been going on a train this past 2 days, and I didn't have Great Big Beautiful Life to read, and I was trying to read Losers, but I was like, no, I want to keep on reading this, so downloaded it on my Kindle. We have it 2 versions. I don't want to be carrying that big ass book with me everywhere I go, specifically because I'm gonna walk a lot, so I take my little baby Kindle. So far, I'm loving this. I love the fact that we're getting Hayden and forgot her name. The main girl, sorry. The main girl and Aiden, we've been getting their like little banter, like little getting to know each other better. I like the way she introduces topics. Like Emily Henry introduces topics in this book in such a crazy way. Love it, love it, love it. And also I love the story that we're getting from the woman. And I'm like, this, at some point I'm like, is this a mystery book? Loving the vibe. Okay guys, so I was supposed to go out today, but my friend is not feeling well. So I'm gonna choose this morning. It's currently 9 in the morning, and I'm gonna choose to finish reading these books. This book is only one. Change of angle. Yeah, I am gonna finish reading Great Big Beautiful Life. I'm on page 218, but I'm actually on 221. So yeah, I'm gonna finish reading, and then I'll give you my updates. And I hope to finish this. Like, I have 2 hours to finish this. I think I can do that faster than 2 hours, but I don't know. Hey guys, I have finished Great Big Beautiful Life. Yay! So, this one, I have it a bit hard because I liked a lot of it. But I liked a lot of the themes that were mentioned. I liked the characters. And it's like a completely different feeling from People We Meet on Vacation, that I found out that People We Meet on Vacation also is called You and Me on Vacation. Girl, why the name change? Like, why? But okay. So I am between 3.5 or 4, and I've had some time to think, so I'm thinking about 3.5. Maybe I'll settle on that. But yeah, I wrote down on my notes while I was reading it. I think I've mentioned this, but I really like the way she introduced themes. Like when she introduced the Hallis sister, I really like that. Other theme I really did like was when she was talking about feeling and how you should be feeling. And it's like, it's that mentality where people are like, yeah, I go through hard things, but everyone goes through hard things, so I'm not, like, I shouldn't be really affected by it. But no, you should validate your feelings, so it's okay to feel like that. Also, she touched a bit on the film industry, and I really liked it, on the story of Margaret. And yeah, talking about that, we had basically 3 stories going on. We had Alice and Aiden, their story. Then we had Margaret's story. And then we had Alice's family story. And I was like, that third one, I wanted to know more. And I really liked the 3 of them. Like, the 3 stories did make sense to be there. I tabbed this. It has a lot of quotable phrases. I also really like the part where Aiden was talking about creating and how things should be created, even if they're not gonna win. Like, you don't need to create something because it's gonna win a prize, or because other people are gonna love it and they're gonna read it and love it. Like, you can write something just to write it, and I think that's, especially on the world we live in today, I think that's such a special thing to be aware of. Also, I felt like the ending was a bit rushed. We had like
what, 3 pages of the true ending of it. And yeah, then the epilogue, that is not called epilogue, but whatever. I don't know. Didn't make too much sense. This story does, I feel like there were a few holes in the story that was like, okay, but are we getting to know this or not? And the last thing, this cover. This cover doesn't match the vibe. I don't see it. I know it's supposed to be like an Emily Henry thing, like matching all their covers. This one doesn't really work for me. So yeah, finished with this one. Really happy. 3.5 stars. Now we're going into Happy Place.
Let me tell you something. This is my 4th Emily Henry book, and the 3 books I've read, like the 2 first books I've read in this one, the main girl always has the same problems. Even though in different circumstances, her personality, like their personality, is pretty much the same. And I don't know if it's because maybe Emily Henry bases it on obviously her experience in life and what she has gone through. Also, she's just in a very weird situation, which I love. Honestly, the vibes here are cool because it's that symbolism of a thing. Like there's this place, there's your happy place, and where if there's not anymore, whatever, it's great. I'm getting good vibes for this one. Okay, excuse my shirt, but I've been cleaning the house and I just threw the shirt on that I bought in 2019 in Germany. I made muffins. They're strawberry and like cream chocolate. It's not Nutella, it's one without a brand. But it's that that it has on it. I'm on page 138 of Happy Place. First thing, this book is a bit slow, but it's the book with the best, oh my god. But it's the book with the best writing so far. Like, this is exquisite writing. Like, she put her time onto writing this book, which I appreciate, because beautiful writing will always have my heart. And it also is giving really warm summer vibes. And today was supposed to be like summer and sunny, and it's spring. We're still in spring. I don't know why I crave that summer sun, but I am. And this book is giving it instead because it's really foggy outside. So yeah, I'm getting it from the book. They are put in such a weird situation that could only happen in books, but it's so nice. Actually, I really like the main girl, Harriet. I like the way she talks about herself, her feelings, what is going on. Really like that. I feel like I know nothing about Win. That's why I'm not connecting a lot. But so far so good. I love the group. Like the group vibes is so nice. I always love that. Just finished Happy Place, and unfortunately I think I'll put it in the same place as I put Great Big Beautiful Life, but for totally different reasons. I think I'm gonna settle on a 3.5 stars. And while reading this book, I kind of remembered when I first started reading romance. I was never a romance girly. I don't think I am still. But I come from like a very heavy literary fiction world. Like everything I read was literary fiction or dark romance. So it was one of those. And when I started reading this, I'd call these more fluffy romances. I really wasn't into any of them. And Emily and Reese, taking me back to those times when I started reading them. And this one is a 3.5 stars because it has such an amazing writing. Like this writing, it's chef's kiss. It's so, so good. But then the plot and the story is like, I get the character-driven thing. Like everybody's gonna be like, yeah, these are so character-driven, whatever. Most of this book, nothing happens. Nothing. I love that in movies. Do you know the movie How to Make a Million Before Grandma Dies? Most of that movie, nothing happens. It's just a boy and his grandma. I love that. But like in books, I need something else to put me through. I already talked about the nice summer vibes. Love them. And we have Sarah Caroli there. Love her. I have a quote that says, "The worst thing that can happen to a person happens right at the start of the story." And it's like this feeling of safety. You know exactly what's going to happen by the end, so many things are unpredictable in life. I like things you can trust. She's talking about reading like cozy mysteries. And I feel like this is exactly what this book is. Like, you know at the beginning what is the worst thing that could happen. You didn't know how the end is gonna be because this is a romance fluffy book. So yeah, I like that little insight. Love it. Also, I like the fact that she discusses the way that people think that, like, actually you might think of yourself that you need to have everything figured out in life until you're like 25, and you need to have absolutely everything done. And when you're 25, you're so young. There's so many things you could live. And I'm 20. And I'm already thinking I should have had my life figured it out, because I see 18 years old with their lives absolutely figured it out, and mine is not. And it's okay. So this is a thing for me to think about. I don't need to have everything figured out by the age of 25. And the other thing is that I have a group of friends. We are 5 people. So there's a couple, and then there's 3 other girls. I fear that we might become these people. Like, oh my god, we're growing apart, whatever. I don't want that to happen. So I'm gonna do everything that I have in my power for that not to happen, and for us to be as good friends as we can. For as long as we can. So yeah. Oh my god. I didn't read the back of the book, and here says, "They go together like bread and butter, gin and tonic, Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds." Wow, I didn't even read that. This is my prediction of a favorite. So I have a lot of... This one has 357. Okay, it's almost the same pages as the other one. This better be my fave. I have high expectations for you.
You're all I'm thinking of. Taking my time, messing my life, swear I don't mind.
I'm listening to the audiobook, and I was making like this crosswords, and you gotta look at this. Babe, that's your name. That is the name of the main guy. Where is it? I mean, it could all be a coincidence. Or not.
Stay holding me close, swear it's alright. Yeah. Baby, I feel the rush. Everything that you...
When are we... Sorry, this light is so bad. Is it better? Probably. When are we going to stop with the Taylor Swift referencing in books? I love Taylor Swift. Put me style, like play style, and I'll be like, yay. Play My Tears Ricochet. Amazing song, but can we please stop
This reminds me of that Taylor Swift video. I don't care. I couldn't care less.
Baby, I'm missing you. Everything that you do makes me love you. Oh. Tell me everything. You know I'm listening. Hours pass us by. Yeah, we could talk.
I finished Beach Read, and first let me tell you, I'm so glad I left this one for the last, because I'm giving this book 4 stars. Yay! I need to find my phone, but like, I knew like that something inside of me knew that this book would be my favorite out of the ones I'd read in this video. I'm thinking about Funny Story that I've read last year, and I think I would put them like on the same place because I love both on the same way, in the same way. I think that Betrayed is the most Emily Henry book, and it's the book where I feel like I get to know the writer the most. Like, I think this has a lot of personal things. Like, the main girl, January, I think she has a lot of Emily Henry. And I don't know anything about Emily Henry, but I could feel the truthness in who she was. So that was it. Also, parents are always such an important thing in Emily Henry books. I don't know, but there's always like things about parents, and I love that. I think that makes the story a lot bigger and a lot better. Also, they are both writers. They change style, genres, whatever. When he remembered the dedication of her first book, boy, I was down bad. I loved it. And then when he wrote his dedication on his book, it was amazing. Got interrupted. Okay, this book has a little plot twist that was so good. I was like, oh, caught off guard. Loved it. Honestly, I might do a reread of this on the beach, because beach read, reading it on the beach, amazing. Now, I'm looking directly into my bookshelf, and I am thinking about the ranking of Emily Henry books. So, the book that I disliked the most, sorry, was People We Meet on Vacation. So that's here, People We Meet on Vacation. Then I would put, and I am sorry to all the lovers, but then I'd put Happy Place, because writing, absolutely amazing, wow, but the story, I wanted a little bit more. And I know, for what it didn't promise anything, it didn't promise anything more, but I wanted more. Don't know why. But yeah, People We Meet on Vacation, we have Happy Place. Then I would put Great Big Beautiful Life. And then I think I would tie Funny Story and Beach Read, because I don't know, I don't think I could choose one of them as my favorite right now, especially since I've just finished this. So maybe in the future we'll talk about it again when I read another Emily Henry book. Well, I'm very happy I had this opportunity to just read a bunch of Emily Henry books back to back. I feel like I know her a bit more now, and yeah, I'm happy to know about these characters, about their stories, and specifically about Gus and January. I'm so happy about that. So yeah, this is the end of the video. I hope you guys liked it. Don't forget to leave me a like and subscribe. You can comment any type of videos you'd like me to do this with, like If you wanted me to read another author, like a lot of books from one author, or any video ideas, actually, I'm taking them in. So, yeah, I'll probably see you next week. Bye bye.
Taking my time, messing my life, swear I don't mind. Say that you'll stay holding me close, swear it's all